Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, January 15th, 2021. Today is options expiration day. And this morning we saw the markets gap down on this options expiration day. We had some good selling coming in earlier on in the session, and we have since recovered. We are trading back near the highs of the session that were made early on as we start to approach later in the session this afternoon. So we're getting close to the close, and we have seen a dip that has recovered back up to the highs. We haven't quite made it up to yesterday's closing prices yet, but we are holding in the upper portions of the range as we approach the close on options expiration day. So that's what we're going to be looking at this afternoon, is what has happened historically when you're trading in the top 25% of the intraday range on options expiration day at 3 p.m. So we'll put that in a similar market environment as well and see what it has led to. So I've got all four instruments selected here. The setup that we're going to be using is going to be based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, exiting at the close, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, to put this price action pattern in here that we're going to be looking at, I'm going into the post-open filters library here, and I'm going to say that the 3 p.m. price is in the top 25% of the intraday range. So I can come into this category right here that says intraday close versus intraday range and hit equals next to close and top 25% of intraday range. And that'll mean at 3 p.m., since that's our entry time, that the price is in the top 25% of the intraday range. So you're trading up near the highs. Next, I'm going to go into the indicators library, and I'm going to put us above a 10 and 200-day simple moving average so that we are in a like bullish environment. And then lastly, I'm going to go into market events, and I'm going to say that today is options expiration day. I'm going to grab that from this active today section, which tells you all of the events that are true for today. So I just clicked there, it added it. It comes from this middle market events library. If I scroll down, you can actually see it here. But it has been added to the test. Now I can click view results. All right, here we go. These are the results of going long at 3 p.m. Eastern Time and exiting at the close, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time, when you are trading in the top 25% of the intraday range at 3 p.m. on options expiration day when in a bullish environment, which I have defined as above a 10 and 200-day simple moving average. Now, dating back to 2003, the S&P has 33 samples, the NASDAQ has 30, the Dow 38, and the Russell 35, so very similar sample sizes across all four instruments. And if we look at the win rates on these, we're looking at the S&P coming in at 45%, the NASDAQ 67%, the Dow 53%, and the Russell 57%. So these win rates are a bit mixed across the board here, with the ES being the weakest, the NASDAQ being the strongest here. Dow's pretty neutral, and Russell just slightly favored there. This is kind of interesting to me because, you know, when we looked at this pattern this morning, the NASDAQ was the one that showed the consistently weak bias off the open. But here late in the day, we're looking at a different variation of this options expiration day. And late in the day, it has turned, which suggests historically it has risen into the close after a move down from the open. The others were pretty neutral off the open this morning, and they're not far off of a neutral reading here into the afternoon. As well. It's really just NASDAQ that's showing a favorable win rate. The others are a little bit mild, just slightly above or below 50%. If we look at the average win, average loss, the S&P average loss is bigger. With the NASDAQ, average loss is just a little bit bigger. Same there with the Dow and the Russell. So all of these still have had larger average losses. That was true off the open this morning as well. But the win rates have changed a bit as we approach the close on this, and it looks like that NASDAQ bearish period has ended as of at least at 3 p.m. Historically, it has not been that weak from that point forward with this type of pattern. So hopefully you found this helpful. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will see you next week.